Okay, wait, I am so pissed off. I just got home from a date. The guy walked out literally 10 minutes into our date. If you're a straight man, I need your opinion on this desperately because I think I'm right and clearly he thinks that he's right. So we matched on Hinge and I have really good photos of myself on Hinge. A few of them are AI generated. They look exactly like me. While we were out on our coffee slash like walking date, within like the first 15 minutes, he asked me where one of my photos was taken. I'm not a liar, so I said that it was an AI generated photo. And he said, yeah, I don't think we're a match. And he left. That seems so dramatic to me. And also, like, everyone is using AI generated photos. If they look like you, who cares? The ones I use with Dream Ones look exactly like me. They're not like the crappy ChatGPT ones. So what is the difference? Who cares? I don't know. If you're a straight man, let me know. What do you think?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Not everybody's using AI generated photos for their dating app pictures, and they really shouldn't, okay? I know a lot of women do that, and they put makeup on and Botox and lip fillers and eyelash extensions and hair extensions and breast implants, and all that stuff is just fine. If you want to do that, you do you, man. Everybody wants to put their best foot forward. That's okay. But when you're on a dating app, you have to kind of show the real goods and then see what happens. Because ultimately, if you don't put out who you really are, it's not going to work out in the end, okay? And that AI generated photo of you didn't look like you. It looked like if you had a really hot celebrity sister. Ultimately, that's not your look. Here's the thing. You're not ugly. You're not a bad looking woman, but he sees you as a liar. You're not showing who you really are. And if you're willing to lie about that, what else are you willing to lie about? Men ultimately want peace. Even though a lot of times we go after chaos, ultimately we want peace, not a liar.
And the funny thing about this is he's not arguing this. He's at the house, chilling. No money spent, relaxing, peacefully. That's a win in and of itself.
My date just walked out on me within 30 seconds of seeing my face. He saw me. He said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He also, when he saw me, I was with Francesca, her boyfriend, and Nick. So, like, not the best look, like, situation-wise, but he kind of stuck up on me. He was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He never...
Yeah, no, he walked in, and, like, everybody was together.
It really confuses me when people are confused as to why someone did something. Y'all agreed to go on a date. That man shows up to the date. There's you, your female friend, and 2 male friends. Not only is it a group of people that he does not know, but it looks like y'all are already on a double date. And you're confused as to why he did not want to stay. I swear some of y'all are stupid. Next time you go on a date with a guy, maybe don't show up with a group of people that this man does not know. And if it is going to be a group thing, at least tell him ahead of time. So that way, he's not surprised when he pulls up to the date.
So how much do you make?
How much do I make where? What are you talking about?
How much you make a year? How much money do you make a year?
On the first date, that's the type of question you ask?
Yeah, because I only date men that make a certain amount of money.
And what's your criteria? Well, how much is that?
I mean, just tell me how much you make and I'll tell you if you...
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you, what you're asking for, do you make that much?
I don't.
You don't.
The men are the providers. What y'all here for? Y'all provided.
So if we're providing, what are you supposed to be doing?
I'm here to cater and be pampered.
So he has to make a certain amount of money, and you're going to be there to be catered to and pampered.
Yeah, and some good, and some good sex.
That's all you got to bring to the table, so to speak?
Nigga, I am the table, okay? How much you make?
You got dirt on your table right now. That's what's on your table. You got some ketchup stains on your table, and I don't like the way this table. You got an old dirty cloth on your table right now. Like your table's not looking too clean if that's all that you're bringing.
Whatever. Why you answer the question though?
Because it's like you're not gonna keep a man like that. And I don't have to answer the question because I don't want to. Like we're just meeting. I don't have to tell you how much I make a year. I don't know if I want to keep you. How about that?
What do you mean? I'm a catch.
You're a throwback too.
Nigga, please, okay?
Right.
Let's go. I'm ready to go. Please,
all right, well,
take me
let's
home.
go.
Take me home.
Because whoever gonna catch you, they probably gonna throw you back in the water anyway.
Whatever, nigga.
All right, yeah.
Shut the hell up with that bullshit.
Come get your ass in the car.
Whatever. I'll let you take me home anyways.
Somebody in the comments said she's walking back home or catching an Uber. Another guy says she just did him a massive favor and saved him money. Another dude said Run, she isn't. Well, that's a woman that said that. Run, she isn't worth your time. All of these are valid. All of these are valid. These modern women are here to waste time.
Of course, I can tell you the story. It's kind of fucked up and a little bit confusing, but I'm going to tell it as quick as I can because I do have the attention span of a fucking walnut. I go to this new bougie-ass bar that me and my friends are obsessed with, and we are ordering drinks, and there's this super hot, fully tattooed, like, up to the fucking earlobes with veneers dude standing, like, adjacent. And I'm flirting with him with my eyes. It always works. And he gives me this little... So I go over, and I'm like, can you take a picture of me and my friends? Why was that my opening line? And he's like, only if you take pictures of me after. So he took some of us, I took some of him, I showed them to him. He's like, oh my God, I need these. Can you send them to me? He goes to put his number in my phone. I already had it. Super embarrassing. And then he starts like trying to mansplain shit to me. And I was like, ugh, goodbye. But then he's FaceTiming me all night. Like, it was kind of endearing. And he FaceTimed me like every day for a week after and was like, when am I taking you out? And I love me a persistent man. I'm gonna have some drinks here and then go get dinner. And so I bought like a nice tequila too. Like this guy was like way older than me and I just thought he was so hot. I was like, I need to impress him. I'm wearing a little maxi skirt. He gets here. I go outside to go get him because I live in a complex and he takes one look at me and goes, you look fucking Amish. Comes in, we pour a drink. He has to piss immediately, but I'm like, maybe he pre-gamed. Like, I don't know. Can't hate the player, hate the game. He starts to tell me how like he owns his own company. He's like a blue collar boy. I'm like, yes. I'm like eating it up. And then he kind of casually drops that he got his GED in prison. I immediately need to know more. I'm like, nosy. Hello. I'm like, what are your charges? And he's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. You can't just bring that up and not tell me. It's like someone in front of you going, I have a secret, but you can't know about it. Felony, DUI, and pimping. Oh yeah, knew I needed to get him out of my fucking apartment. To the bathroom in my place like 6 times, and his behavior was getting real erratic, which I should have just known. He was a skier. Dinner, he goes to the bathroom 3 more times. He can't even eat his food. He's so tweaked out. While I'm simply inhaling my food, he's just sitting there on his phone, like smirking like an idiot. And I was like, what? What are you laughing at? And he goes, I can't tell you. I wish I could, but I can't. What are we, fucking in kindergarten? Finally, I get it out of him and he's like, yeah, I'm texting my ex. What? And I start hitting him with the menu because he keeps going on his phone. And eventually I just chew him out. Like, I just can't stand it anymore. And I bitch him out. I'm like, you're so fucking immature. Grow the fuck up. Stand the fuck up. Be a man. Because you're not acting like one right now. I'm so shocked you even took me out tonight. Because clearly, with the way you're grinning like a fucking idiot right now, like a kid on Christmas, you're not over her. And I'm pissed that you wasted my fucking time. He tries to argue with me for a little bit before the motor mouth just keeps running. And he stands up, pays for our food, and walks out. Like, in disbelief, I thank the servers. I walk out. He's sitting there looking like a sorry sack of shit. I flip him off, walk 2 blocks down the road, order an Uber, go home, have a drink, and I go to bed. I definitely invited my delusionship over. That's totally a lie, but that's a different story for a different time.
So basically, this is lending credence to the bad guys are approaching. I mean, he didn't approach, but y'all have chemistry because might be that you're a bad person.
I put makeup on just for this date, so it better go well. And I'm not posting this probably if it doesn't. It did not go well. Truthfully, it lasted less than 2 minutes. I walked up, he gave me a hug and said, are you hungry? Let's go inside. We went inside. He said, actually, can you step outside for a minute? I stepped back outside and he said, I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just not feeling it. So I walked to my car, came back home. Dating when you're fat sucks.
Every time I talk, I feel like he starts talking, but
I'm
can
a
you
fucking
shut
man.
the fuck
I can do what the fuck I want. And you gotta learn how to pipe the fuck down. Like, I ain't taking that shit no more. She gonna get her cardio in, chat. Get your clip. I hope it's worth the walk.
Where are we going?
Who's we? I got my mic back. Come on, chat. Like, I'm a grown-ass man.
That's why I treat them all like this from the jump. Nobody cares about you.
I ordered what I want. So he just ordered a drink. The food comes. He was like, if I wasn't here, would you order all that? Baby, you think I can't afford a meal? This man said, oh, I'm gonna go. He lays down $100, walks off.
If he is concerned about a budget, he inquires about it. If she's doing all this, baby, I do this by myself, that would be a turnoff. It's not like the man refused to pay for the meal.
He brought up in the middle of the date, would you order all that if I wasn't here? I'm going to start reacting too.
Both parties shouldn't assume. then.
Okay.
So like, hey, is it cool if? 'Cause
I'm
this
not asking if it's cool.
Exactly. You're working off of assumptions as well.
But average couple.
Can I say this?
Yes.
Excuse me. I can't relate to this conversation.
Why?
I've always had BDE. I ain't never felt pressure to act like I ain't had what I didn't have. If I have to be something I'm not just to get your attention, I don't want that shit. So, no, hear me.
I agree with you.
Hear me out. I've always operated within what I got, and I walk around as confident as that was a millionaire before I even had it. Hold on. And then even now that I do got it, I walk around like a nigga that don't got it.
Get unready with me while I tell you how my date walked out on me tonight. Backstory, I was feeling really sick this day, and instead of canceling, my roommate, her boyfriend, and her other friend Nick rallied around me and they're like, we're getting you on this date. To set the scene, the four of us show up to the bar together and my date tells me that he's 5 minutes away. To my surprise, he was not 5 minutes away, he was actually there. I'm standing in a circle with my friends, I turn around and I see him. I was totally planning on separating myself from my friends before meeting up with him because I didn't want him to know I had friends there, but I was caught, so I was forced to introduce him to all my friends. Now I'm sensing weird vibes from him being around my group of friends and I totally get it. So I'm like, listen, let's go outside, let's get away from them. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom. He never came back. He walked out the side door that's by the bathroom. I stood there for 10 minutes and I knew, like 30 seconds in, I'm like, why do I feel like he just left the bar? I stood there for 10 minutes and then I went upstairs and found my friends and came to tell them the story. I'm like, guys, the guy you just met, my date, yeah, he just left. Didn't tell me, he just walked out the door. So that was humbling.
To set the scene. What scene? It's not a movie. It's a date. That's what I'm saying. Y'all do stuff thinking that it's content instead of just have an actual date or connection.
I'm having a great date with this dude, and then he gets up and he leaves. Did he really just leave? I'm so shocked. Like, what the fuck? Y'all, I'm not even joking. He in the bathroom. He left. He dipped. He's gone. That is insane. He said, and he just walked away. He getting blocked tonight.
Count.
I'm not gonna give you a number because I don't believe in body counts and I swear I haven't counted. It seems like such a high school thing to do, like.
How are we gonna go on a date if you don't answer any questions?
Oh! What is your pitch in 3, 2, 1?
She's hot, she's smart, and I want to save her from him.
First of all, I would never get in the way of 2 girls. Second, I don't know, what did I do wrong? Let's hear it. You can be honest.
It's like a vibe thing. It's the body count of it all.
Before Jess said she liked experienced guys, so everyone has different opinions.
Oh.
Take it. I respect that way of thinking, though. Everyone's different. It's cool.
Nah, asking about body count is not a high school thing. It's called having boundaries and, more importantly, standards.
This woman said a man ran off on her during their date right when the bill appeared. Oh, look at that. The bill was only $91 and he still ran off? Brokey. This is broke people behavior. Okay, she said, I met this dude on Facebook dating and we've been chopping it up for about a week. I tell him I'm no longer looking for men who don't take me on dates, spend time with me, etc. So he told me to pick a place and he would take me on a date. So of course I picked the one with the best soul food lounges in town. The vibe was there and the food was great. We were having an amazing time until the bill came. Dun, dun, dun. She said, once the bill came for the dude I was with, I got a little antsy saying that the bill was a bit much, but I didn't think nothing of it. He tells me he is going to the bathroom and he would be right back. Y'all, that was 30 minutes ago. Tell me why I checked the bathroom and he is gone. I can't make this up, G. I swear to goodness I'm done dating. I didn't even mind paying my half of the bill, but just to leave is insane. See, y'all dudes are making it so hard out here for the rest of us, bro. y'all are making it harder out here for the rest of us. Like, you went through all that for a free meal? A free meal?
There's a woman in the comments that said, I wonder how much she ordered. Exactly. Somebody says we haven't heard his side of the story, so your assessment is meaningless. Thank you. Your assessment is meaningless. I'm looking at what she's got down here at the bottom. Blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, and peach. She ordered that for her. And you can't even see the wings. It looks like they got 2 sets of wings there. So one of them might be for her. No. Modern women get out here and they be on their worst behavior. And then they want a man to just accept it. And to be sitting up here in the comments talking about, oh, it's not $91. As if to say, oh, you got off easy. I shouldn't be getting off easy. I don't want to get off easy. It doesn't need to be happening. Maybe that's what y'all aren't understanding. Modern women are out here on their worst behavior. And when they're on their worst behavior, it becomes a contest of who can come out of the dating market unscathed or the less scarred. Man, you know, you be grateful, man, because this woman took me for $500. They're both wrong. Whether it's $2 or $500, they're both wrong. They're both scum people. They're both losers.
This one is funny. Am I the asshole for walking out on a date after she showed up at least 50 pounds heavier than her pictures? I met a woman online for dinner who was bigger than I would like, but still cute. When she showed up, it was clear the pictures on her profile were from before she had gained at least an additional 50 pounds. She also had much worse skin in real life that was masked by makeup and filters in her pictures. You gotta be on the lookout for that, my brother. We were seated at our table, and after about 5 minutes of talking, I said, it was nice meeting you, but this ain't gonna work. I got up and left before she had a chance to respond. We had not ordered anything yet, so there was no bill to pay. Are you the asshole? You know, in a past life, I might have said you was the asshole because, you know, I mean, damn, like, that's so embarrassing. But new me would say that, nah, you're not the asshole, because she knew that she was misleading with those pictures. She knew that you would see the real her whenever she met you in person, so she set herself up for the whoop. Why would you show up much heavier? And listen, not saying that you can't or you shouldn't be a certain weight or whatever. It ain't even about that. It's about the misleading. You misled somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking that they would, I mean, like, you had to know you was going to see this person in real life. Okay, so let's flip it. Let's say she showed up 50 pounds smaller, but this guy likes more full-figured women. Would it still be a problem? Yes, it would still be a problem because it was still misleading. I feel like I'm mansplaining here, but I would say that you're not the asshole because you were misled. And so you was like, you know what? I'm not even going to fake waste time. I'm going to get out of this situation before we even have a chance to spend any money. I think you did the right thing. And I think that I would hope that she learned a valuable lesson after this experience. Not the asshole.
Imagine going on a date with somebody and then they up and leave on you 15 minutes into the date. So listen, this woman said that she was on Hinge, okay? She's a very busy woman with her businesses. She just does home, work, okay? So she was just constantly busy. And she wanted something interesting in her life, a little date, a little something spontaneous. So she decided to go on Hinge. And she already said that was where she made her mistake. And she hadn't gotten on Hinge in a very long time because she already knows what it's like out there on there. But she said she was bored, so she said, fuck it. Don't do that again. Ladies, don't do it. No matter how bored you are. So she gets on Hinge, she matches with this guy. This guy hits her up and is like, hey, I would love to take you on a date. Okay. I think she said she was from Brooklyn. And she's like, okay, perfect. So he's like, let's go get dinner and, you know, my treat. Okay. So she drives from, I think, where she was to the city. So she said it was not a short drive. It was a long drive. She meets this man at wherever they were going to have dinner. They sit down and she said this man was so visibly nervous. He was shaking. He was talking, she said, at the speed of fucking light. How nervous he was. And every time he would go to pour water, he was sitting there, you know, damn near spilling the shit. That's how nervous this man was, okay? Mind you, prior to this date, she had looked him up on LinkedIn, saw everything, you know, kind of found him on socials and was just seeing everything about him. She said this guy was not her type. She, on a regular day, would never go for this man. But she wanted to give him a chance because she wanted to be maybe surprised. Spontaneous, okay? So she already knows what he does for work, kind of what he's about. So on this date, they go over like the basic questions. What do you do? Where do you live? Whatever. He lied about what he does for work. That's all I would have needed. Bitch, I would have been the one to ghost him. You should have been the one. So They continue talking for a couple minutes. He orders a beer, she orders a wine, they order some appetizers, and he says, can you give me a moment? I'm gonna run to the restroom, I'll be right back. She said, of course, go ahead. So he leaves. They haven't even gotten the food yet. All they got at this point was, I think, the drinks. He leaves. 5 minutes goes by. 10 minutes goes by. More time goes by, and then the host comes up and says, ma'am, the man that you were here with came up and told me to tell you that he had to leave because of an emergency, and that he apologizes. I'm fucking sorry. What? So you go for this guy who you are way out of his league. Cause I looked at this girl, she was gorgeous, and she tagged the man in this post that she made. Tagged him, went to his shit. It was on TikTok. Went to his TikTok. Sorry. Y'all, when I tell you, I don't understand what the fuck she was doing, because she should have never done that. She should have never done that. I looked at it and I said, yeah, girl. Yeah. Way out of his league. Way. So she was gonna go message him and went to his profile on Hinge. He unmatched her. Quick as fuck. Walked out that, probably did it in the bathroom when he was like, fuck, I gotta get up out of here. She's way too good for me. She makes way more money than me. I'm a year older than her, and I am nowhere near where she's at in life. That's why he was so fucking nervous. Left her there. So she was like, no, fuck this. Tells them, because the food hadn't even come out yet at this point, and was like, hey, cancel the food. I'm fucking leaving, because I'm not about to sit here and pay for everything we just fucking ordered, and I'm just sitting here looking fucking stupid when I just came in here with this. Sorry. I just feel very upset about this. And she went on here to tell us to watch out for this fucking idiot. He ends up addressing on his page, I'm sorry. I know most of the new people looking at my page right now are probably coming from that video, which almost has 1 million views. And I just want to address that I was wrong. I should have let her know that I just wasn't feeling it that day, after, in that moment that I wasn't feeling it, and there was so much other things on my mind. Shut the hell up. I'm gonna do better next time. I promise not to do that again. I need to work on my... Shut the fuck... You're not gonna do it again, because nobody's gonna give you the chance to do it again, sir. 1 million people saw this shit. 1 million people clicked on your shit, and they know what your face looks like. You will not be getting any dates out there again. I promise you. You're probably on a fucking T app by now. Be careful, ladies. Don't. If you want to, this guy, he's not my type, but I'm going to give him a chance, see if he's... Don't do it! Don't do it!
There's nothing to do better about. He ain't like her. He could have said that instead of, just leaving her high and dry, but he's not going to date that woman. I know y'all like to say she's out of his league. We don't know that. Some of these women be saying, a lot of these modern women be saying exactly that, and they be right in the league that they say they're not in. Right there firmly in the middle, planted in that league that they're saying they're not in. And that's a problem. Number one. Number two, I'm stunned. I'm shocked at the number of women that say, well, I got on Hinge. That was my first mistake. No, your mistake is you don't know how to vet men. That's the mistake. You want to go out there and be spontaneous. Oh, I just want to get out and do something. So I'm just going to throw caution to the wind. I ain't got nothing to do with Hinge. I got everything to do with you. Is Hinge forcing you to go out on these dates? Is Bumble forcing you to go out on these dates? No, it's not. Not at all. Even if you go on Tinder. Oh, well, I was on Tinder. You don't have to go out with nobody. Not at all. You don't have to do what you're doing. Y'all be out there doing it because that's what you ultimately want to do. And you need to start taking accountability for that.
I just walked out on my date because she said this. All right, y'all, I'm standing outside right now because I had to walk out on my date, and I don't even know how to explain what just happened. So boom, I met this girl online, y'all, she was gorgeous. Really beautiful, sweet smile, soft voice, like real calm energy. And we finally link up like today, like for our like first date, whatever. So I wanted to make, daytime stuff like that, real casual. So, we laugh and we got the same favorite foods, like the same taste in music, same childhood stories. Like, y'all, she finishing my sentence. I'm thinking like, nah, like, this can't be real. Like, she's too perfect. And at one point, that's when she looked at me and says, like, I feel like I've known you my whole life. Okay, that's cool, that makes sense. I get it. Same. So I'm thinking like, yeah, that's cute. Then she says like, I already told my mom about you. And I'm like, okay, first date. Okay, I get it. Maybe she told her that for location purposes. And then she says, I don't really date. I only date with intention. And I can tell like, I know in somebody's minds already. Okay, so that's like, okay, yeah, that's when it started getting a little weird. Then she started asking me weird questions like, so where do your kids go to school? Like, what time do you usually get off of work? Like, do you always park on the side of the building? And I'm like, how do you even know I park over here, like on the side of the building? Then she leaned in real close and whispered like, I'm not scared to fall in love fast. I'm only scared of losing what's already mine. What? Girl, I only knew you for 42 minutes flat. And then she grabbed my hand and says like if we work out, I already picked our baby names. What? Y'all, so I started laughing or whatever, but she didn't. And she was just like staring at me, like smiling. And then she said, don't worry, I already prayed about you. Like, God told me you were my husband. That's when my stomach dropped. And I told her like, y'all, look, I'm finna go to the bathroom. Like, I paid my tab and I was just on my way and I just walked straight out. Now I'm standing here wondering like how a date went from like soulmate energy to like restraining order vibes in less than an hour. Moral of the story, y'all, sometimes when it feels too perfect, it's because somebody already planned your whole life without asking. So yeah, shit, yeah, I don't know. She might, I think she was just walking out of the spot. I'm about to go, but I don't know, y'all. Let me know if y'all feel like this is Freaky Friday or not.
It might be a little bit much, to be honest. This might be a little bit much. Goodness, man.
Okay, so let's talk about the time that I got ghosted on an actual date. He just kind of just left. Story time, if you hadn't caught it. Ventures in Dating. We're back. I'm not in my cars, I just happen to be in my bedroom this time. We love it. Yes. Anyway, so decided to meet this person online, of course. Where else do I meet people? Because I don't meet them at the grocery store, the gym, museums, on the street, wherever. I said what I said. Anyway, so meet this guy, talking his talk or whatever, blah, 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 blah. He's like, hey, let's meet in person, but let's go on a hike. So meet to go on this hike, had to pay for parking, had an attitude, decided I'm going to go, it's a nice little trail in this place. Drove 30 minutes. It's fine, whatever, it's fine. I'm going to hike, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to get my cardio early on a Saturday or Sunday morning, something like that. So we go, meet up, couldn't find each other. Parking lot was really vast. So I'm just like, okay. We meet up. I guess I didn't meet his specifications. We had video chatted, sent pictures, etc. The things that you do when you meet online. Get there and he's just like, hey, just like abruptly, he's like, I gotta go get my bag. I was like, what? He's like, I gotta go get my bag. Huh? Yeah, I gotta go get my bag out the car. I'll be back. 2-3 minutes pass by, 5 pass by, 10 minutes pass by. I call him and I'm just like, where are you? Didn't answer. Sent a text, didn't answer. I'm standing there. Still doesn't answer. I eventually get the hint that I have been left jilted, if you will, in the middle of a date. Of course, I was embarrassed. I was angry because I paid my money for my parking. But then I also decided to have a change of heart and go on the hike anyway. So I went through, looked at these amazing trails, saw wildlife, nature. It was beautiful outside, got some fresh air. I did have a little talk with Jesus because I was like, this is foul, Lord. I wouldn't do this to somebody on a date unless I felt in danger, etc. And on top of that, dude was not attractive. And you left all of this on the, okay, got it. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. But it's just a lesson that, things happen. People are rude. People are inconsiderate. People will waste your time. People will cost you money. I know I keep talking. It was only $5. But still, I had an attitude. I was like, wow. I never shared it with any of my friends because I was just kind of embarrassed. But it is one of those things that happens. Another adventure in my dating life that has happened. But we live, we learn, we move on. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, once again, he didn't have to just walk off and ghost you, but I'm looking at your profile right now and it looks like you have a few good photos on there, makeup and things of that nature. Your hair is done, and you don't look too bad, right? So let me see.
Hey,
so if somebody looks at this, right, they might say, oh, that's a nice dress, and it looks like where you put the belt at. I'm seeing somebody in the comments right now. A couple men. Yep, you look amazing, gorgeous, looking spectacular. Somebody says hello. Hey, friend with a beautiful smile. She does have a pretty smile. I see your journey. Love what you're doing. Great work. Keep the confidence on max. Stay beautiful always. Okay, so you look at that, or you have something like this, to where like you might send that. I know you're trying to look alluring. Men see that type of stuff. It might not be for everybody, but it's for some men out there. And then you look a little slimmer here. If you take, if you really actually look, then you can kind of see down at the bottom there that there's a little stomach. If he's not looking for that, then he might not have seen that. Like I said, I know you probably sent pictures and stuff like that, but that is a very nice color. And I like the outfit, to be honest with you. I like the way you put it with the belt and the dress. I think maybe a peach, like maybe the same color as your top, would have been great. But yeah, if he were paying attention, well, he might like bigger women. So that might be a thing, right? So you got another angle, right? Not this. But let me see. That's a nice top. I ain't gonna lie to you. She has a very pretty smile. This is a really good angle. And a lot of times with these angles, it's hard to see exactly what somebody looks like, to be honest with you. So he might see this type of stuff and he might be like, she looks good. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go. So it's, it's kind of up in the air. Also, I see you did your makeup here. I see you got your lashes on. Well, that's actually a filter, I think. It's actually a filter. See, you got your hair done. Hair looks nice. Okay. See you in the gym. So kudos for you. She dresses very nicely. I will give her that. She dresses very nicely. This is a very good picture right here. I don't know where you are, but obviously I don't need to know that. I don't even know why I said that. But yeah, that was weird. Anyway, so I see you in the gym doing your work. This here might be different from this here. You know what I mean? Like you have makeup on, so like the makeup, well, I'm just going to say makeup does something. Makeup really does something. This is what she looked like when she was younger. Okay, on the left. Oh, she has a daughter, I think. Oh, okay. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, these with the makeup, I don't know if this is a filter. The makeup is really, really doing something. I mean, to me, the makeup is taking you up a lot of points, in my opinion. I will say she does take care of herself. I'll give you that. I think my point is she looks very active. Honestly, I could see somebody just because she looks like seems like she has good energy. Seems like she's fun to be around. I could see somebody liking this woman. I can see somebody, wanting to be around this woman and take her out on a date. Okay, this is her when she was a little bit bigger. Okay, yeah. So she's slimming down. Oh, wow. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. Wow, you've been putting in that work. And this is her, I think, right now. Okay, I see you. All right, I'm hating. Okay, good for you, man. All right, hamstrings and glutes. This was her when she was a little bit, back in the day 1 versus day 245. Yeah, okay. Well, keep on working then. Keep on working. Yeah, keep on working. I think this is her daughter right here. Listen, like I was saying, you never know. You might look a certain way. This is her class of 99. You never know. You might look a certain way and the man's thinking that you look a certain way, right? Because you do yourself up. Like I said, man, I think she has a really good sense of fashion. Here's her here. Listen. Solo race 5K. Wow. Good for you. So you can see she's a little bit slimmer over here. A little bit slimmer, a lot slimmer. All that weight in her face is gone. Wow. Good for you, man. Good for you. In Houston too, Kurt? I don't think I can run in Houston. I stop by too many restaurants. I stop by the Breakfast Club. I run all the way around 610, man. It's too many restaurants in Houston for me to be running around. Yeah, man. I think maybe he thought it was something that it wasn't, but I think he should have said something. To be honest. But, sometimes you look a little bit or a lot different than, even what your pictures say.
I am on a date downtown LA at Joey's. I ordered my appetizer. The man that I'm on a date with said he had to go pay his meter, but he was gone for a little minute. And then here our food came. He still hasn't came back. And the waiter told me that the man told him to cancel his order. So at this point, I'm thinking he's not coming back. I have been left at this date. Excuse my lashes. But y'all, yeah. He ended up not leaving. He ended up coming back. And so I said something to him, I was like, I thought you weren't coming back. The waiter said you wasn't coming back. That you told the waiter you're coming back. He was like, I didn't tell him that. So he was like, call the waiter over. So I asked the waiter, and the waiter was like, he told me to cancel his order. So I just assumed he wasn't coming back. But he didn't actually say he wasn't coming back. But either way, it just gave me after that, my vibes was just kind of off. Because did you try to think about leaving and then you changed your mind? I'm just kind of confused. But after that, I was very just no. But because I didn't feel any chemistry from him or whatever. He was cool. We both was from Memphis. I didn't feel no chemistry from him. But I ain't got no roster, so I was just gonna, I'm just trying to build a roster. So I'm just gonna put him on the roster just to have him on the roster, because I'm trying to get back out there. But yeah, after that, I was just kind of what? Because then he still didn't order nothing else. And I didn't know, because he had told me he really was on lunch from his job in the military. So it was just kind of confused. You came here on lunch from your job. So did you, that mean you rushing? And did you cancel your order because you got to get back to work? I just had so many questions. And yeah, And so he walked me to my car. He was like, oh, I want to take you to all these different places. Da, da, da. After the date, I think he texted me, you made it home or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I made it home. I think we did 2 text messages after that. I ain't text him no more. He ain't text me no more. It is what it is. Other than that, the food was great.
No. He didn't think about it. He did leave. But he felt bad for it. And he came back. He said, let me go ahead and finish out this date. I'm really done. But for the sake of doing the right thing, I'm going to come back.
I feel like you didn't really put a whole lot of effort into what you wore tonight. Feels kind of lazy.
You're talking about the hoodie?
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I mean, this isn't a fancy restaurant, so I didn't...
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I dressed up and everything, and you're just kind of bumming.
Oh, wow. You know you can get your ass up and leave since my clothes is a big problem, right?
Like, it's hard for me to go out in social situations, like, my anxiety to, like, squeeze these stress balls. So, I'm sorry if my outfit, I just thought, like, my mental, you know, would be...
Well, hey, look, do you mind? I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
That's the best thing his rude ass could have done. Girl, you just dodged a bullet. Baby, it's a way to talk to people. You could not like something somebody got on, but you not about to play in my face and think you finna say whatever the hell you want. Girl, you better than me, because, baby, I would have read him his rights and cashed that check on his ass, okay?
Maybe not a hoodie, though. You know what I mean? I understand. But maybe not a hoodie, though. Somebody else says, tip. This is a woman, I guess. Never over-explain your mental state to random men. Number 1, you'll look vulnerable. Number 2, they don't care. If you're having some sort of mental episode or issue or whatever it is, don't go on the date. Just call and explain and say, hey, you know, I'm dealing with some stuff mentally right now, and I would really like to reschedule. Can we do tomorrow? Are you available tomorrow? Or, you know, on Sunday. If it's Thursday, are you available on Sunday? If not, you know, just let me know your schedule. I'm really, really sorry. You know, can we reschedule and see what they say? If they say, no, you know, I really like to move on, then that's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want, right? But, you know, if you ain't feeling the best and you decide to come up to a date kind of looking disheveled, I mean, I don't think that she looks disheveled right here, but I guess he does. I think she looks all right. But once again, a hoodie. I don't know if, because you say had it not been for her mental state, she would have dressed better. She would have put on something a little bit more, maybe like a button-up shirt and some nice jeans and maybe some heels or maybe some nice tennis shoes. But because she's in a certain mental state, then she said, well, you know, I wasn't really feeling all that well, so this is why I dressed like that. Also, if you wanted to, you can say, oh, I understand that, and talk to her about her mental state and say, hey, I appreciate you coming out with me. You know, I know you didn't have to be out here, but I appreciate you respecting my time. That's another way you can look at it, honestly and truly. So she can either say, hey, I'm not feeling the best, or the fact that she came, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, might be an opportunity to, you know, just kind of talk to her about what's going on. And even if we don't go any further as a person, you know, I might be able to connect with you and say, hey, man, I'm just calling and checking on you, seeing how you're doing. I'm doing all right. Okay, well, you know, you let me know if you need anything. You know, obviously, you don't want to offer that too early, or you don't want to just be available for anything and everything, but might be an opportunity to have a friend, in my opinion.
Yeah, so why my date leave me at the restaurant by myself on Valentine's Day? Like mid-date though, like got up and walked out, left me, never came back. Okay, so story time. So I go to have dinner with this guy that I was dating. We meet at the restaurant on Valentine's Day. The restaurant is nice. It's a vibe. Like everybody in there, you know, kind of lit and just having drinks, doing hookah, eating their food. So it was a table next to us that had 2 dudes and 2 girls, so it was like a double date situation. And then a table behind us was like a table full of women, so like 6 girls. So they talking back and forth. I overhear the conversation. I guess the table where they was on a double date, they had just came from a concert, so they was lit, and they wasn't from the city, so they was from out of town. So they basically asked like a general question out loud, like, hey, what clubs lit? You know, like, what is there to do? What strip clubs lit? Like, they trying to turn up. They wanted to know where to go. So I hear one of the girls at the table that was directly behind me tell them to go to a club, but that club had recently just shut down. So yeah, I take it upon myself to interject, and I'm like, yeah, no, don't go there. That club not open no more. Y'all should go to this club. So the lady at the table, she was happy. She was thankful. She like, oh, thank you. She was asking me more questions about the club. So I gave her the name so that she could Google it to get the address and everything like that. So she was very thankful. You know, once again, everybody vibing. So her husband, once me and her stopped talking, her husband thanked me as well. And then he asked me what I was drinking. So I told him what I was drinking, what we was drinking, because he asked me what we was drinking, so me and my date. So I tell him, so he get around the shots for all of us. So me, my date, and him and his wife. So we get shots, we take the shots. Nobody stood up. We literally, you know, next to each other. So we take the shots, whatever. So after I take my shot, my date take his shot. I look at him and I just realized that, like, he got this look on his face like he's upset. So I very calmly, you know, grab his hand and like make eye contact and ask him what's wrong. And he didn't want to tell me he liked nothing, but he's visibly upset. So then I'm just like, okay, I mean, nothing happened. So I just changed the conversation. So he's like giving me dry responses. Like, you could just tell he was mad, like I said, and he wasn't really trying to talk. So about 2-3 minutes go by, I want to say. Between 3 to 5 minutes, I want to say, if that long go by. And he's just like, you know, he's going to go to the bathroom. So he gets up, go to the bathroom. I'm still sitting at the table, so he's gone for a minute. You know, I realize, I'm like, it's been a while. Like, I'm looking. No, I didn't get up. Did I get up? I can't remember if I got up. But anyway, yeah, so he just never came back. So I texted his phone, no response. I called his phone. It rung, but then when I called back, I think it went to the voicemail. So now I'm just sitting at the table looking dumb as hell, pissed, because I'm just like, bro, I know this nigga did not just leave, bro. Like, no, because dead ass, like, why would you leave me? And then you're such a coward. You didn't even just end the date and say that you was going to leave. You lied and said that you was going to the bathroom and just never came back. Like, bro, I was blue. So I guess the lady from the other table with the couples, she noticed, they noticed, so it was fucking embarrassing. But she came over there, you could tell she's just a girl's girl, like my type of vibe for sure. And she like, bro, did he leave? Like, where your date at? I said, I think he left me. So they is tripping like, no, he did not leave you. Like, what the hell, what is he mad for? I said, I think he mad that your husband bought a shot. So she was just like, that's crazy, you don't deserve that. Like, come over here and sit with us, I'll buy you a drink, whatever. I go over there and sit with them, took them up on their offer, because I'm shocked, I'm blue, I'm pissed, I'm flabbergasted, I cannot believe it. And so yeah, I need another drink. So they real cool. She just telling me like I deserve better. Her husband telling me I deserve better. And I didn't mention that they were an older couple. Like, they was literally a vibe. They said that they met the other couple at the concert, which they end up leaving because I want to say the other guy that was with them, he was fucked up. Like, he had went to the bathroom, threw up, all type of shit. So they leave. So at this point, it's just like us 3 at the table. But once again, they was real cool. So yeah, when I finally did speak to this nigga again, he basically said that, first off, let me just say this. I just feel like it was insecurity. Like, I don't know, some dudes is just weird around other men. But it was just like, what happened? Like, nothing happened. You really mad because I accepted a shot? But I feel like he offered you a shot too. Like, it was just a thank you. Like, it was common courtesy. But he was also upset because I said something. Like, he just felt like I should have minded my business. I didn't have to say nothing. I'm too friendly. All this extra shit. And I'm just like, look, yes, I'm a social person. Like, I'm not afraid to talk to strangers. It's just not a big deal to me. Them other girls was finna send them off, so I don't know. I just said something. And if it was me, I would have wanted somebody to do that for me. Answer my question. If I'm asking what's lit in your city, somebody better tell me what's lit in the city. I don't give a hell if you a damn stranger. Duh. We all strangers. Like, but people just be a different type of vibe, and that's how I am. Like, I'm a people person. I'm social. If I'm outside, I'm outside. If I don't want to be around nobody, I'm going to stay my ass home. Like, I don't look at that as weird or disrespect. I mean, what y'all think? Like, was he valid in his whatever? He a red flag? Am I a red flag? Y'all think I'm wrong? Because obviously I just feel like it's wrong. Then you left me for that. Like, that was so lame. Like, that's something you could talk about. But I don't know. I think some people are just jealous of your light, jealous of your energy. It's so many levels to this shit, and two things could be true at once. Like, he could have been insecure about the dude. He could be just jealous and irritated at my energy. He could truly, in his heart of hearts, just believe that I'm friendly, and I just gotta sit back and shut the hell up and don't say nothing to nobody when we go out. But I don't rock like that. I don't agree with that. So tell me what y'all think, and follow me for more, because I got a lot of crazy ass stories. So I'ma definitely come back with another story.
If you have a lot of crazy stories, then don't you think it might be time for you to start evaluating why you have a lot of crazy stories? So, maybe he shouldn't have left. Maybe he should have communicated how he was feeling. But I'm assuming if it's a regular man, normal man, he's probably planned something for the date. So I want it to go like this. I'm looking for this, and this. And that's what I'm trying to do. But if you come in there and you say, oh, we're going to this club. Oh, no, don't go to this club. Do this, and this. I think maybe that interaction should probably take maybe 4 or 5 minutes, or that should kind of be in passing. I don't know if he made reservations to wherever y'all are going, but you have to get there, order. He's got if it's a regular dude for Valentine's Day, he's probably got something planned for you. He's taking you to a restaurant. And there are other couples there. Hey, man, we want to go out. We want to go for shots or whatever, drinks, or we want to go to this club. So I'm assuming he took you there relatively late. It's like maybe 8 or 9, wherever y'all are going, to whatever you're doing, right? So he took you there maybe 7, 8, right? So, we're sitting here. Hey, man, come have a shot with us. Okay. So we sit there, we take another shot, right? How long had y'all been doing this? How long had y'all been mingling with people, talking with people? I'm just a friendly person. How long had y'all been mingling with people is what I want to know. Because if it's like 2 or 3 minutes just in passing, or is it we've been here standing up here for 15, 20, 30 minutes? That's a significant amount of time. And at that point in time, he might have felt like you're wasting time, even though you're saying, well, I'm just being friendly. I understand that, but you don't have to say all of that. You can say, hey, I heard y'all talk about this, and this. Don't go to that club because X, Y, and Z. And you go ahead and get back on with your night. I think it's similar to if a man has a business deal going on, or somebody comes up and meets him, or even a celebrity. He's sitting there or he or she is sitting there having something to eat, and people come up to him, and you didn't promise your significant other that you're on a date with, hey, it's just going to be us. Well, it's not really us. It's somebody else, because you're spending more time with them than you are me. And it becomes me just sitting there looking, instead of us sitting there talking and having a date and some time for us. He said, well, I'm just being friendly. Or I'm just being a celebrity. Yeah, I know you're just being a celebrity. I understand you being famous and stuff like that. But, I thought that maybe past all of that, we was going to have some time for us to talk, for us to spend some time. That's probably what he's saying. So instead of saying, well, he's insecure, he's jealous of me and all this other stuff. I noticed you never said anywhere in there about maybe what you would have done or what you did in the situation. It's always, well, he's insecure, he's jealous. It's something bad about him. It's something wrong with him. Once again, am I saying he should have just got up and left? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, okay, well, why you didn't just say nothing to me? Why'd you leave? Because I just felt like he was talking too long. Well, why didn't you tell me? Come on, babe. You know, you talking too long. Y'all didn't come in the restaurant. Y'all didn't had a whole conversation, 15, 20-minute conversation with somebody else. Hey, man, why don't y'all take some shots with us? And now we sitting here for another 10, 15 minutes talking with them when I got a dinner, a night out playing with you and I. You know what I mean? You and I are supposed to be having something. That might be the issue there. But once again, when you're only looking for the fault in somebody else, you'll never see, maybe I need to tone it down a little bit.